Hey peeps, welcome to the Crafty Witch UK. My name is Arietta and today I will be demonstrating to you how I have chosen to use my paper cutting dies from Kokorosa Studio. So I will pop a link up in the eye to my original unboxing of these so that you can see what I got. But today I'm going to be using the willow tree and the pig die cuts to make a couple of little note cards for you. So I'm going to insert some footage here that's time-lapsed of me removing the die cut paper from its forms. If you would like to see some more video of me actually die cutting things using my machine, do let me know. However, my die cutting machine is electric and it's a little bit noisy and I wasn't sure how it would work in a video setting. So I'm just really dipping into my stash here, trying to find things that I already own that I can use to make the most of these gorgeous die cut pieces that I have now been able to make. So I've got my little piggies cut out. I've chosen this polka dot print pig design. I spent a little while just manoeuvring them around on the card, trying to figure out how many piggies did I want to include, where did I want to place them. As I've mentioned before, I am no expert when it comes to card making, but certainly these die cuts make the process so simple and you can actually create a really professional looking card without a lot of previous knowledge or skill. Once I've got my layout more or less decided, I can then start sticking everything down. The bottom layer is stuck with some basic paper glue, and then for the more elaborate design elements I used foam pads to give a more three-dimensional aspect to the card. Here you can also see that I am adding a sentiment to the card using a stamp and some embossing powder. Again, if you do have a chance to play around with some embossing powder, I highly recommend it. It's another one of those things that is super simple to use and adds a real layer of professionalism to your craft projects. It goes on like a powder, will stick to glue or to ink, and then you heat it with a heat gun and it sort of melts into this pearlescent sparkle. It's really, really lovely. This is the one that I'm using in Violet Regular for this project. I also coated the wings of my flying pig with the embossing powder as well, just so that that would tie in and make it look a little bit extra special. And so here it is, the finished piggy card. For my second card design, I decided to use the Willow die cut, and I had mentioned in the unboxing that I really felt like this would work well with some of my brusho artwork. As it happens, I had a couple of pieces of tester abstract brusho already dried, so I thought what a perfect opportunity to use them as a background for this tree. I wanted to make the tree look a little ethereal and magical, so using a clear ink I added more of the embossing powder to make just the fronds of the tree look a little bit sparkly and special. Once again, when I am happy with the placement, I layer up all of the elements using foam pads to create some three-dimensionality. I tamed down a few of the willow fronds that were a little bit too wild with some dots of glue, and then used spare diamond drills to add a little bit of extra sparkle to this one. Finally, added a sentiment and two beautiful cards ready to go. I'm honestly so pleased with how these came out. They are probably not up to the sort of standard as many other card makers could produce, but as a newbie to this particular craft, I'm really happy, and I couldn't have done it without the help of the Kokorosa die cut templates. If you want to give them a go for yourself, then you can pop over to Kokorosa Studio and use my code capital L 46543 and get 25% off of your order. So I highly recommend you pop over there today and give them a go. You have nothing to lose. Thank you for joining me today for this little crafty video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do consider leaving a like, subscribe if you haven't already, become a member of the Crafty Coven, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, stay crafty.